Family, what's good? It's your boy Lightbody back again with another edition of what are we gonna call this? Rise and Shine. High views on sight. If this ends up on the Light Hub, it's another edition of Light Hub. Lightbody reacts. 2222. Fam, it's been a while since we shot some content on the side of sort of podcast-esque type of energy, podcast type of delivery, or reaction streaming type of delivery. But we here, fam. Had to take that chance to just get creating again, get back to making music for myself. Dropped a couple of singles. Things have been going great. Appreciate all the support. Also been writing, as I told you, as I always tell you, continuing the writing for other artists I collaborate with, and I also do ghostwriting and songwriting for. And in addition to that, I've been pushing these reaction videos and really enjoying it, trying to stay more niched. That's been really fun and something that is really something that I'm super aligned to. So it's been a blast. But the reactor in me, the content creator in me just can't stop bringing you this heat, bringing you content, and also opening up and letting you know where I'm at, where my mind space is, where my head space is at, or just chatting about concepts or ideas or consciousness things that I feel that are on my heart or on my mind that I just want to bring to the fam, the soul fam, and want to chat about. As you can tell, I got some content already prepped over here that I just wanted to shed some light on. This one is from Housephone's podcast. He's been really pushing his new podcast on the No Jumper platform, the No Jumper network. I guess we can call it that now. So I've been really enjoying Housephone's consistency or his growth, because people were really chatting about him being like, oh, just so one-dimensional, or all he was doing was just pushing the podcast that he was featured in, the No Jumper show, and he was doing that for so many years. People always asked him like, bro, when are you gonna do your own stuff? When he kind of did move into that direction, I feel like the pressure might have gotten to him, and we know that homie gets deep with the consumption of a whole lot of amphetamines, to put it like that. But he pops a lot of stuff, you know. So his consistency might have been derailed by that, or his work ethic might have been derailed by that. He missed a couple of shows here and there. And I guess that's sort of aligned to the sort of theme that I wanted to talk about in today's video. And we will react to the rest of this clip that I wanted to play later on in this segment, in this pod, whatever. We'll react to the rest of this clip, as I said. But I wanted to touch on the chat of consistency versus taking the time for growth, and also versus the concepts that we subscribe to. Like, as a man, you are seen as the person who's meant to keep pushing for your household. Yeah, okay. Get a job if you want to get a job. If that's what you feel that you need to do, that's what you choose to follow. I mean, do that. But when it comes to the creative part, your consistency is really essential towards your growth and your fans, and like your like who you are behind the scenes, or who you are outside of behind the camera. Like, when the camera is turned off, does that matter? And should that supersede what you're doing on the cam, what you're doing online? Most would say you need to find a balance, or some would say, or I would say, let me tell you what I would say, or where I've been. I've been in the space of like really trying to balance the two now, balancing life, because there was a time where I was just a workaholic, just focused on like grinding and just like putting in the work, stacking that racks, just trying to build a career outside of music and entertainment, hoping that that would fund whatever creative work that I wanted to do, hoping that would be able to spill over into these type of stuff, content creation, etc., etc. And as time went by, I sort of found myself just digging myself in, and just committing to just the day job, and not really fully following through with certain things, or not being as consistent as I would have loved to have been within the creative space. And then kind of had a couple of wake up calls here and there. And then I got to a point where I was like, listen, dude, time doesn't wait for no man. It's one of the most valuable resources we have in our time here on this planet, in this realm, 3D, 4D, whatever you wanna call it. But it doesn't help. It wasn't helping me wasting or choosing to devote all my time to something that I knew was not my truest essence, or wasn't aligned to who I truly was and what I wanted to do in the long term. Until I had that wake up call one day, and I feel like the universe was chatting to me. I started tapping into my intuition, and there were so many signs around me. That's why I also chose to come back and leave Dubai, because that's when that moment started hitting me like, bruh, there's so many things that you're missing out on, and you're simply just putting yourself in a bubble, just locking in, workaholic mindset, tunnel vision, losing sight of what matters most in your world and your reality. I'll sort of sew it all together and stitch it to make you understand why this sort of applies to the situation with Housephone or this podcast. I don't think it really aligns with exactly this video we're about to react to, but it sort of does. I think that's sort of the message that the universe is trying to give to me. I always go deeper and higher than most, but I think it was sort of a message or a mirror reflection from the universe as I analyzed Housephone's growth or Housephone's journey. It sort of gave me that reflection, and I was able to see it introspectively. That's how I always view things, as above, so below, as within, so without. Those laws apply to me every time, in every situation. I'm always trying to analyze critically, or analyze subconsciously and superconsciously. So to drive my point home, I saw the signs, the universe, these moments of truths kept on popping up, sort of pushing me towards follow your heart. The time for wasting time on trying to push something that is not your passion, trying to do something that isn't really you, that time is over. You are going to lose your power. You're going to lose your gifts if you don't take action on it now. You are going to okay, you get the point by what I just mentioned. But I didn't want to get to a point where I missed my blessings because I was out of alignment. So I had to get in alignment. Simple as that. And now we're here, fam. We on the second. I want to call the second season of Rise and Shine, High Views on Site podcast type of videos. And in the next couple of days, you might see some of the videos going private. I'll explain in the later stage why some of those videos will go private. But we second season now. The gears are already officially rolling, and we here, fam. And it's been a crazy journey. A lot of moments of truth, a lot of lessons learned, and I'm super blissful to be here. The music has been dropping consistently. We're back in it again. New single titled Slimes 2 with Zaya and Baghdadi. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should by now, you would have known that the music has been coming in hard, coming in consistently. And I've been in a real good space in terms of that. So I've been really blessed. So I'm really grateful for that. And we always talk about gratitude journaling and counting your blessings on this show. And yeah, the testimony is here, and we're going to keep it coming. So like I told you, we got this reaction. This one is a bit lighthearted, and that's sort of the direction I want to move into, and not always go too deep or too airy fairy, too spiritual miracle. I might scare a little bit of you, like a couple of people out there, particularly those who might be aligned to the Light Hub type of side, or people who might have discovered my work or my content through Light Hub. Light Hub is a reaction slash review slash entertainment industry, music industry centered channel that I just started away from my music channel. I just wanted to keep everything within its own niche, or not have business and pleasure mixed in that regard. So for those who might be joining me from these different avenues, I wanted to keep things leveled. So lighter content, light body still in here, still myself, still doing me, and I wanted to show you a different side of me. This is a bit funnier, it's a bit comedic in a way, and a bit more like real homeboy type of content. But I'm gonna play it for you. It's featuring the entire squad. We got Pot Lord, if you know the not, I don't want to call it high roller, but if you know the No Jumper team that is aligned to Lil Housephone, you'll know Pot Lord, Blazzy, and of course Yury. I'm a huge fan of Yury. I love Yury's content, all the way from TED 10 Talks to just him being on the podcast regularly within the No Jumper network and podcast content they've been releasing. So I watch this I don't want to say religiously, I watch it quite often, and I saw this and I was like, I gotta share this with the fam. Some lighthearted stuff. Let's get into it. These homies freestyle quite often. It's sort of a nice, very unique form of content that I've seen. Nobody else does it in this way. Very nuanced. But they do it in such a comedic, light way, such a creative way. These are all creative people, mind you. Much like myself, much like Body. Fam, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to play this video, and I don't know if I'm going to laugh as much as I did the first time I watched it, but let's get into it.
J. Carlo.
This is Josh Harlow.
So, just for context again, they do these reaction pieces to people's content. I think you need to hashtag No Jumper Fits or something like that, and then they react to your drip, basically. This is Housephone's podcast, and this is his team around him. He had his tank or drip tank thing where they did something similar around his fan base, and his fans really engage, and this is a form of engagement with his base. So you just had the hashtag No Jumper Drip Check, and they check your drip. So they chat about this, and then they do some freestyle. It's music related, still light body-esque, still light body vibe-ish. So let's keep it going. These guys are funny as fuck. I'm not gonna cap, bruh.
Okay. Shit. Okay, that's some points.
He's kicking
the Chelsea, this nigga look like Sting now. What the fuck is this nigga?
That nigga said, "I can put you in first class."
Oh no, bro, he'll kill your father.
That nigga said,
Just
"What's
to date
poppin'?"
you and shit.
Bro.
No. His song's gonna be called "What's Crackin'."
Dude.
What's cracking?
Housephone has something. I mean, the squad chatted about it previously or earlier in this particular show as well. They spoke about Chelsea boot niggas versus peeps that obviously keep it streetwear or follow certain themes within the streetwear type of aesthetic. And Chelsea boots is a no-go within this community. So context. Let's keep it going.
I crashed it.
Yeah.
No. Brand new Bentley to Ashton.
Brand new truck, just crashed it. Hit up my dad. He's a Maverick.
What?
And I got high off the catnip.
Yee.
Oh.
And I went to the Jack Shack and I jacked it.
And then after that, I was stuck up, so I took a half shit.
Bruh.
Go.
Yuri. Always with the corniest lines, but he's been really coming out of his shell recently, like, pause. He's been really like, growing. It's like becoming himself on camera growing as he's been doing his streams as well. Whew. I mean, just like, listen to the bars. Catch the bars, fam. Don't let them go over.
Catnip.
Oh.
And I went to the Jack Shack and I jacked it.
And then after that, I was stuck up, so I took a half shit.
Bruh.
And then I linked up with Go-Go Invader. He said Go-Go Gadget.
Oh. And then I went to a truck stop and I saw a hole in the wall and I saw a gadget.
I know that's your girl, but I'll be fucking too. That's your half bitch.
Wait.
Not you.
Bars. Housephone. I mean, he's a rapper at the end of the day, so.
Not you. I'm
But it hit
rapping.
your mental like an asprin.
Oh.
I was just
Bars,
in
Blasi.
Oregon in a cabin.
Facts.
You were out there with 7 other dudes just fapping.
I'm trying to go on vacation.
Yury! bruh, run it back. Yury, what the flip, bro?
I was just a week ago out in Oregon in a cabin.
You were out there with 7 other dudes just fapping.
I'm trying to go on vacation out to Aspen.
Okay.
Yury.
And I'm on disconnected because I'm a has-been.
What's up with all
I'm
these
just
weird?
kidding. I'm on it.
What's up with all these weird questions Yuri asking?
Blasi was in Oregon with 7 dudes, but there was still cheeks clapping.
All right,
Bruh.
I'm fucking with him.
Freaking Yury, bruh.
Yeah, he actually hit.
I just had to bring you that. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. Comedy will raise your vibration for real. Just wanted to share that, fam. We got into the deep stuff. We chatted about where I've been at, where my mind space has been at. We chatted about everything. Yury is... Go follow you. I'm going to leave a link to Yury's stream and his channel down below. And the link to this podcast. But I really just... I've been really enjoying Housephone's content. I really hope that the boy keeps pushing this content and keeps consistent. And he pulls up. My chat previously was that consistency factor. And I learned from his inconsistency or seeing him being like child, being like really called out by his peers and his colleagues. But like, bruh, this is not cool. This is not legit. This is not the way you should be doing things. Like, you need to be accountable. You need to be consistent. You need to stick to your word and really be on time. And he's been following through. I think he also had a couple of health scares as well. Like, his health took a dip. He was riding the waves, surfing the waves. And it's really good to see this. Coming from a fan, coming from a supporter, coming from, I don't know, like a member of the community, if I could say that for lack of better words. But fam, I trust you get the message. I trust you get the subliminal. I trust you get the subconscious messaging. And maybe this is a call out to you as well, who might be watching this or stuck this far. Get to what you need to get to, so fam. And the fruits of your labor shall show. It's been showing for me. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the clients. Thank you to the supporters. Whew. I've been really in my bag recently. Thank you to my family as well. Like, I've been really having a lot of wholesome family experiences. That's one thing I'm really super grateful for, to be back in SA. And for any SA artists who want to collaborate, or any SA artists who might need some assistance with writing, etc., tap in with your boy. If you want me to react to your music as well, tap in with your boy. This has been another episode of, I don't know if this is going to be Rise and Shine. I think this is Rise and Shine-esque. We did a lot on this cast. Rise and Shine, aka I woke up like this. I mean, I was talking about the frequency I woke up on. So it's been great, so fam. Light Body signing out. Links down below for my socials. 365 High Perspective. You dig what I did.
I hate to remind you, the light might blind you. It's hard, you so slight. And the karma gets so deep. I know that you the one I have to come back here and have to do this all again. So pay the energy. But I know that you gon' reach your destiny and destination for your soul, because it's meant to be. They might try to take me down, but I can't lose.